And greetings, sports fans. Welcome to our latest installment of the Time Travel League of Baseball. Big Paulie coming to you this Wednesday, the 20th of 2026. Ella is about to join me, my sometimes color commentator, which is pretty good because she's a kitty. And we have a very good game for you on this July 21st edition. It's going to be the Wings and the Futurists playing. And as you can see with this main screen, the Futurists and the Wings are the leaders right now in the respective divisions. So this could be a championship series preview. Both teams will be playing their 99th game. We will get this one started. An excellent pitching matchup for you. Randy Johnson against Dick Donovan. They have both kind of struggled a little bit this season, but they're both very capable pitchers. Futurists representing the 21st century. 28 of the 40 players are from the 21st century. We have Travelers make up the 12 other spots on the roster, and all 40 players can play in any game. And the Wings are the 1950s team. They are leading the A division, and that's a very tightly wrapped division. The Explorers have just fallen through the ceiling, down into the basement at 8 games below the Wings. The Niners are continuing to on their quest to get to the 500 level. They're 48 and 50. And we shall play this game for you. Just watch the Rays defeat the Orioles on this May 20th, 5-3 with a 4-run rally with 2 outs in the 8th inning. The Rays at this recording 33 and 15, and I don't think anybody was expecting the Rays to do well in the 2026 season. So we'll pick the starting lineups and get this game started. By the way, on the roster, you are allowed to play 40 players, but there are 45. After each team picked 12 travelers, then the teams were allowed to pick 5 fringe players, just there in the event of injury and whatnot. So we will keep that in mind as the game wears on. And the Wings always want to put Victor Martinez in as a DH. And I am going to put Eddie Matthews in as a DH. Eddie is more of a home run threat. We'll move him to 6th. And here's your Futurist lineup. And off we go. We'll go through the starting lineups in a moment as we take you to the Old Yankee Stadium for this day game.
Pitching for Wings, Dick Donovan.
You see the pitching matchup there. We will go through the batting order for the Futurists. You see it there. No need for me to go through it. Barry Bonds hitting .272. Dick Donovan, your pitcher, is .334. Defensively for the Wings, we'll look at that. Pretty sturdy lineup. They represent players who have played in the 1950s, except the Travelers. Could be from any era. And we'll get this game started. It's going to be Mookie Betts leading off, hitting .234. 5 homers and 28 ribbies. I play as the home team. I would normally, most of the time, hit the CPU button unless I want to deploy a strategy. And Donovan deals on this 82-degree day at the Big Yank. Oh, that deflected over the Banks. They will credit him with an error. Wasn't ready for that deflection, and Bates is safely at first base. The wind is in from right center at 16 mile per hour. Betts aboard, bringing up David Wright. His batting average has been struggling a bit, but it's now up to a robust .217 after flirting with the Mendoza line. He has 7 homers, 37 RBIs. And Donovan, by the way, could go 140 pitches. Randy Johnson, the big unit, can go 130. And that's a stolen base attempt. The Wings were ready for it. Donovan pitched out to Crandall. Crandall threw a strike down the second base, and you have one out. Count 1-0 to David Wright, formerly of the New York Mets. Banks with the throw. He gets Wright at first base. Hodges with the putout. And that brings up Prince Albert Pujols with a 273 mark, 22 homers, 66 RBIs, one stolen base. He'll be the last hope for the Futurists. And that's a high fly to left, and Musial backing up a little bit will make the play.
Pitching for Futurists, Randy Johnson.
So Randy Johnson with his warm-up pitches being thrown. Here's the lineup for the Wings. You see it there. Beltre, of course, is one of the travelers. Everybody else representing the era nicely. And here's your defense for the Futurists. Got some good gloves in there. You got Edmonds at 10 in center with that 7 arm. Betts an even more lethal arm with that 9 arm rating. Maurer is no slouch behind the dish. A 9 with an 8 arm. And Albert Pujols is a good defensive first baseman with a 9. So Johnson's been struggling a little bit. Not that great with his K rate, only 8. He should be doing 11.9 per 9 innings, 114 Ks, 55 walks. He's 7-5, 465 on the year, 127.2. Well, 127 2/3 innings pitched. As Fox steps up to the plate, Nellie Fox of the Chicago White Sox. That's a grounder up the middle. A-Rod the Pujols, 1 gone. Beltre up. The Futurists have been close to the playoff money most of the season. The Wings have been in and out, but they are both leading their divisions on this July 21st in the game calendar. Beltre 271, 4 homers, 16 RBIs. OPS at 685. That's a grounder to A-Rod. Over to Pujols for the second out, bringing up Hammer and Hank Aaron, hitting 323. The new batting leader, by the way, you might have caught, was Bill Dickey of the Ironmen, the 1930 squad. Aaron has 15 homers, 71 RBIs, and 10 stolen bases. His OPS at 921. The unit deals. It's a grounder. That's going to be a base hit down the left field line to the wall, and Aaron's going to get to second with his 27th double of the season, more than anybody in either lineup today. That's going to bring up Mickey Charles Mantle. He of the 285 batting average, 21 home runs and 57 ribbies, OPS of 935, 83 Ks, only 44 walks. And that is hit well to left. Bonds looking up, and that's out of here. A home run for the Mickey Charles Mantle with his 22nd home run of the season, and it's 2-0 Wings. Homers, that was also RBI 58 and 59 for the Mick, and that brings up Stan Musial. Musial has been close to the RBI lead all season. He is at 302, 17 homers, 86 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, and an OPS of 887. And this is skied to right center. Betts getting into that alley and making the putout. At the end of an inning, it's 2-0 in favor of the Wings, bringing up Barry Bonds, 272. OPS at 933, 20 home runs, 61 RBIs. He's well off the pace. Leader right now, I think it's Babe Ruth, or whoever's leading has 32 right now. Donovan's whip is 1.364. Should be 1.159 as he was facing the competition he faced in his era. And Donovan will deal. This is hit well to center. And that is gone. A home run for Barry U.S. Bonds, and it's 2-1. So a couple of the premier sluggers in Major League history have each had home runs, and we are just barely into the second inning. A-Rod up 300, 22 homers, 77 ribbies, OPS of 906, and he's stolen 8 bases. That's a K for Donovan, his first of the game. That brings up Jim Edmonds, 276, 14 homers, 36 RBIs, a stolen base, and an OPS of 879. Skied to right. Aaron makes the putout. From our vantage position, the flight of the ball is a little deceiving, so what might look like a routine fly ball could easily be a home run with this viewing angle. Joe Mauer up. He is the 7-hitter for the Futurists. A homer, 34 ribbies. He hit 13 in the statistics we were given. 75 RBIs, but he has 1 homer, 34, and his OPS at 715. Good against righties. And speaking of the devil, there's a base hit off a righty in Dick Donovan. So he's at first base for Cecil Fielder, who is hitting 249, 14 homers, 52 RBIs. The son of Cecil Fielder, of course. This is skied to right. Aaron will make the putout, and the Futurists get a run in the top of the second to take a 2-1, make the deficit down to 2-1 as I walk over to my fridge and get some water because I forgot to do that. Now I am set, and here is Eddie Matthews. Milwaukee Brave after the Braves moved from Boston and before they moved to Atlanta. 19 home runs, 63 RBIs, and an OPS at 897, 3 stolen bases. Grounder third, right to Pujols. A good play as it barely beats Matthews the first. Pujols with the putout, bringing up Gil Hodges at 235. He's been playing on and off with this Wings team. 6 homers, 31 RBIs. His OPS way down at 673. The big unit. Ground ball just past A-Rod at short. And Hodge is aboard with a base hit. 1 out, 1 runner on at first base for Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub. 212, 15 homers, 37 RBIs. He hasn't had a chance to play 2 yet all season. 4 stolen bases. And this is skied to center. Edmonds makes the play for the second out. In this cavernous Old Yankee Stadium, with the monuments in play, you can just see them under the scoreboard. In left center field, Del Crandall, number 9, not in there for his batting skills. 186, 5 homers, and 14 ribbies. This is a grounder to first. Pujols just beats Crandall to the bag, and the side is retired. So nothing across for the Wings in the second inning. As you see the summary there of the bottom of the second. And we go to the top of the third, and Alfonso Soriano, 261, 13 homers, 49 RBIs, 12 stolen bases, so he's a very capable number 9 hitter. This is skied to left, and Musial is going to be close to that foul line, close to the wall, and he makes the play. 1 out for Mookie Betts, who is 0 for 1. Now hitting 233. This is skied to center. It's going to be right to Mickey Mantle for the second out, and that's going to bring up David Wright. 7 homers, 0 for 1 today, and his average now 216. This is grounded to Fox, a line drive out actually. Did not hit the ground. Fox caught it at the shoe tops, and I believe that was a 1-2-3 inning. Yes, it was. So, bottom of the third now is scored 2-1. Tomorrow, Marquette in South Carolina will play in the NC2A 75-76 series. And then when we resume on Monday the 28th, Memorial Day. Well, that won't be the 28th. Hang on. It'll be the 25th. We're going to have a Memorial Day telecast. And that will be a conference championship game. It's looking like it'll be Cincinnati-Memphis State at this point. We'll have, and the SEC will be wrapping up its season, but Alabama has already clinched a berth in the SEC, so their games will not matter. Nellie Fox up, bottom of the third, facing Randy Johnson, who has given up 3 hits and a home run, 2 runs, both earned. That was to Mickey Mantle, and that's a hit by pitch, and you know with the velocity that Randy Johnson has that's got to hurt. So with runner at first, it's Adrian Beltre now up 0 for 1. His average now 269 on the season. That's K. That's the first for Randy, who's now up to 46 pitches through 7 retired. And now you have Hank Aaron, 1 for 1 on the day. His average now up to 325. That's K. That's number 2. Now Mickey Mantle up. He had that homer in the first inning. See if he can do some more damage here to the big unit. And that's a walk. First walk given up by Randy Johnson. In his era, he gave up 2.9 walks per 9 innings. In our league, he has given up 3.9. So everybody plays a little off their pace for the most part. And here's Stan Musial. Stan, the RBI man. He's got 11 doubles, 10 triples. He's now hitting 301 after getting retired in his first at-bat. And this is a ground ball. This looks like a base hit, and it will be in the right center. Fox is going to come in and score, and your new score is 3-1. So Mantle is at second. Musial is at first. And the Triple M boys are all either at the plate or on the bases. Mantle, Musial, Matthews. Randy Johnson dealing, and there's your third K for Randy Johnson. So the Wings pick up 1, and it is now 3-1, as you see there. He struck out, got all the outs via strikeout, but he gave up a hit batter or a walk. And I think that was a double that brought in the run. No, it was a single. Okay. Top of the fourth now, and Albert Pujols 0 for 1, now down to 272. Dick Donovan's been pitching well. Or did I speak too soon? Nope, that's going to be caught by Musial in the left field. Barry Bonds 1 for 1 on the day. He had the homer earlier. The only tally so far for the Futurists, 58 and 40, and the Wings at 56 and 42. So the Futurists came in with the best record. He's 1 for 1 on the day, now hitting 275 after his 21st home run. He's safe, an infield hit for Barry Bonds. Bringing up A-Rod, who is now fallen behind on 300 level. He is 299, 0 for 1 with a K. This is skied to the left, and Musial should get to that for the second out. Jim Edmonds is up 0 for 1 today, 275 now. This is a ground ball in the right field for a base hit, retrieved by Aaron, but Bonds easily goes from first to third with that 10 base running metric. And Joe Mauer up 1 for 1, 282 on the day. 282 on the season, 1 for 1 on the day. And that's a K for Donovan, his second. And that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the fourth. We'll see if the Wings could pad on to their 3-1 lead. It's Gil Hodges hitting 239. And this is going to be a base hit to left, retrieved by Bonds. He's got a 6 base running at first base. Ernie Banks 0 for 1, 211, as you can hear the organ music here at Old Yankee Stadium. And this is Banks hitting a fly to center field. That's going to go to deep center field, and Edmonds was right there for the first out of the bottom of the fourth. Del Crandall, 0 for 1, giving Yogi Berra a blow. And that's a base hit to left. Will Hodges go for third with Barry Bonds' arm? Nope. He will play it safe and be at second. Yogi Berra is not on the Wings, so my apologies for that. I think he's on the Spitfires, the 40s team. Well, Nellie Fox is now the new hitter, 287, 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch in the last at-bat, and that still must be smarting Nellie. 3-2, 1 out, and ball 4 called. Bases full of Wings for Adrian Beltre, who has only hit 4 homers in 157 at-bats. Randy giving up his second walk. And that's a bases-loaded walk, so the conga line continues for the Wings, and that's going to plate the 4th run And now Hank Aaron could put the kill shot in here on Randy Johnson with a hit of, or maybe even a bases loaded walk. Randy is at 90 pitches already, so he's not long for this game. This is skied to left, looking like Bonds will get to it, and he does. Crandall is going to tag up, and he scores easily. Fox moves to third, and it's 5-1. Cole Hamels will come in and pitch.
Pitching for Futurists, Cole Hamels.
So that is it for the big unit. Cole Hamels, 284, has only pitched 6 1/3 this season. Remember, you have a lot of pitchers, a lot of hitters to choose from in the Time Travel League. He's 2-1 on the year. No homers and no walks, 3 Ks. Righties seem to do very well against him. Here's Mickey Mantle. He had that homer, of course, in the very first inning. Homer here could put the game out of reach. This is a ground ball. Soriano charging, throws to first, and the side's retired. But the Wings knock Randy Johnson out of the box in the bottom of the fourth with 2 runs and a 5-1 lead. Prince Fielder, the DH, is hitting 8th and is the first up for the Futurists in the 5th as they will try to rally here on Dick Donovan. That's going to be a foul ball. Hodge gave a chase, but in vain. Count 0-2. Fox to Hodges, a 4-3 putout, and that's 1 out. For Alfonso Soriano, 0-1 now, 260 on the season. Fox, Hodges, second out. Donovan is only at 62 pitches, so he could, if he could stay out of trouble, probably go the distance. Mookie Betts, as we go back to the top of the order for the 3rd time. Betts is 0-2, now hitting 232. Up the middle, that's a base hit. And Betts was caught between first and second, and Hodges did the Benny Hill chase on Mookie Betts and made the tag for the putout. So a base running blunder here for the Futurists ends their 5th inning. And we go to the bottom of the 5th, halfway home, it's 5-1. Usual is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Grounder, Soriano to Pujols for the first out. Eddie Matthews is 0 for 2, 284. That's a line drive, and Edmonds catches it at the shoe tops for the second out, bringing up Gil Hodges at 242. Grounder, A-Rod. Oh, that was a line drive too. Okay. That had a little bit of deception here from our vantage point, high atop Yankee Stadium, Old Yankee Stadium. And at the end of 5, it's 5-1. David Wright back up, 0 for 2, 215. Hit well to center, but that's going to hold up for Mantle. Made a great play in center field for the first out. Donovan at 68 pitches with 16 men retired. 1 run, it was earned, 5 hits, 1 homer given up to Bonds, and 2 Ks. So a very workmanlike pitching effort out of Dick Donovan as Pujols is up to the plate, 0 for 2. And it went right back to the pitcher, speak of the double. And Barry Bonds is up 2 for 2, now hitting 277. Grounder, line drive right to Hodge. Well, another one of those decepting, looked like a ground ball from up here, but it was actually a line drive. So after 5.5, it's 5-1. And the Wings will try to make this a 2-swing game by just getting a run. Cole Hamels is now at an inning and a third, facing Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub. That is hit well to left, but Bonds is going to catch it just at the warning track for the first out. Del Crandall up 0 for 2. That's a base hit just to the left, as we see it, of Alex Rodriguez. I'm just going to check the Wings roster real fast. So who do they have catching? Oh, they still got, they got, Yogi Berra does play with the Wings. I stand corrected. And he's been playing well, but I guess he's getting a day off today. Back to the top of the order for Nellie Fox, his 4th time up. He is 0 for 1 with a walk, and he was hit by a pitch earlier. Full count with one out. A-Rod could start a double play. No, he throws to first and just gets Fox at first base, moving Crandall to second, and Adrian Beltre the last chance to keep this going for the Wings in the sixth. Sky to left. Bond should get to that one. He does. Side retired. 3 more innings left to play unless we go to extras, and it is 5-1 Wings. A-Rod up 0 for 2, 298 now. That's a walk. That is the first walk surrendered by Dick Donovan. Not known for giving up walks, 1 per 9 innings in his era, but in the Time Travel League, it's 3.3. So with A-Rod at first, he's a 9 base runner, a threat to steal bases, but you don't want to steal a base here. It's Jim Edmonds, 1 for 2, 278. And this is going to be a ground ball. Fox positioned well, sets up the double play and gets it. 4-6-3. And Joe Mauer. You know what? I'm going to set up Take Me Up to the Ball Game. So just give me a moment, folks. 7th inning stretch. Yeah. We'll just take a little break here. Ronan Tynan, the great Irish tenor, going to sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game and God Bless America. Well, not really, but, you know. My late mother loved Ronan Tynan. And Joe Mauer up 1 for 2, 281. See how he does. This is going to be a base hit. It looks like, yeah, just gets past Nellie Fox. And Mauer is aboard. Prince Fielder 0 for 2, hitting 248. This is skied to right. Aaron backing up, but will make the play. Well, okay, I did set up Take Me Out to the Ball Game. It appears. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if they ever get back, or it's root for the Wigs. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Sorry for the malfunction there. But hey, I sung it. I don't sing too bad. And Hank Aaron up 1 for 2, bottom of the 7th for 5-1. Wings lead, 5-7-1 for the Wings, 6 left on base. 1-6-0 for the Futurists, 4 men left on base. Hamill's still in there. That's a K. That is K number 1 for Cole. Bringing up Mickey Mantle. He had that home run earlier. Got it started for the Wings. 1 for 2, a homer, 2 RBIs. Hitting 287 now. This is hit to left, and Bonds will make the play for the second out, and Stan Musial is up the middle, a base hit. And that's going to move Musial to 304 on the season. As you hear the crowd getting into it at Old Yankee Stadium, bringing up Eddie Matthews, who is 0 for 3, hitting 283 now. That's K for Hamels. He gets 2. And going into the top of the 8th, it's hurry-up time for the Futurists. They trail 5-1. Soriano 0 for 2, 259. Donovan pitching a gem. That's a base hit. Just as I say that gets Soriano aboard. He's at 95 pitches, Dick Donovan. Wearing his Boston Braves uniform, you could see there on the bottom left. Maybe he gets into trouble here. Mookie Betts is up. 1 for 3, 235. And this is hit well to left center. Musial underneath it makes the play. 1 out. For David Wright. Wright popping it up. Beltre giving chase. This is going to be close, but he makes the put out for out number 2. And Albert Pujols, the last chance for the Futurists in the 8th. He's 0 for 3 today, now down to 270. And that's a walk. And now you got trouble because you got Barry Bonds up. Donovan, they're going to stick with him. He's got 37 pitches left before he reaches his max. 2 for 3, a homer. Hitting 276. This is up the middle. Fox makes the play. A great play over to Hodges, and the side retired. 7.5 gone by. It is 5-1 Wings. And Gil Hodges is up, hitting .241. I'm going to put a pinch hitter in. And we're going to go lefty-lefty here and bring in the big cat, Johnny Mize.
Pinch hitting for Wings, Johnny Mize.
Mize is 2 for 9 for the season, .222, no homers, no ribbies. Had 1 walk, 1 K. That's K. And we go to Ernie Banks, 0 for 3, .210. That's a grounder with eyes, a base hit, and Banks ups his batting average to .212. Now, I was telling you earlier that, see the lineup there, I'm going to pinch hit. And we're going to go Jose Ramirez.
Pinch hitting for Wings, Jose Ramirez.
Ramirez 0 for 1 on the season. Grounder to first. Pujols to Rodriguez to Pujols. Side retired. 8 gone by. It is 5-1. Defensive substitutions now for the Wings. We'll put Banks at first base. We will put Rafael Furcal, a traveler, in at shortstop. He will bat 9th. And we're going to put Yadier Molina in. I think Berra had an off day, so we're going to give Molina the nod here. He will be behind the dish with that 8 ranking and a 7 arm. So Donovan 3 outs away from a complete game, but he's got A-Rod to put up with first. 298, 0 for 2 in the game, and he picks up his second walk. Jim Edmonds, 1 for 3, 276. This is skied to right field. Aaron going back, looking up, and it's gone. A home run for Jim Edmonds has cut the lead to 5-3, and I am going to bring in a stopper, which is going to be Hoyt Wilhelm. Well, he went 71 pitches yesterday, so I can't really bring. We're going to go with Roy Face.
Pitching for Wings, Roy Face.
Roy Face is at 822, 2 and 4 saves in 46 innings, and his whip is the same number I think he played in that season of 1957. But we'll see what he could do here against Joe Mauer, who is 2 for 3, 283 on the day, 283 on the season with a K today. Ace, strikeout, his first of the game, 31 on the season. Bringing up Prince Fielder, 247, 0 for 3 today. That's hit well to right center field, and that is gone. And there's danger now, folks. It's 5-4. The Futurists making a rally. That is, let me see, that is the 12th home run given up by Roy Face, which equals his era total. But we're going to leave him in, see if we can get the save here, as Alfonso Soriano is up 1 for 3, 261. Up the middle for Call to Banks for the second out. And it's all up to Mookie Betts to keep this game going for the Futurists, trailing 5-4, but they have rallied. 3 runs in the top of the 9th against the shaky Roy Face. That's up the middle. For Call, we'll get to that one, and that game is over. The Wings win 5-4.
The final score from Yankee Stadium, Wings 5, Futurists 4. Dick Donovan is the winner. He is now 8-7 on the season. Randy Johnson picks up the loss. He is now 7-6 on the season. Roy Face gets the save, number 5. Barry Bonds hit home run number 21 on the season. Jim Edmonds hit number 15. Prince Fielder hit number 15. Mickey Mantle hit number 22. Time of the game, 3 hours, 2 minutes.
And your MVP for the game was Mickey Mantle. He also had the game-winning RBI. So, after we tabulate this game, we will check the other results, give you the statistical leaders and the standings, as each team will be playing its 99th game. We got 55 left after everybody plays. So we'll go through what else happened on this not January, but July 21st. The Niners with another win, 12-9 over the Sultans. Bill Terry had a big game in defeat. The Deadballers of the 1900s, 4-1 over the Stars of the 80s. Duke Snyder, 2 for 4 with his 15th home run. The Pioneers outlast the Ironmen 10-9 in 11. Gary Shetfield, 3 for 5. 2 homers, 14 ribbies. The Aces of the 1910s over the Spirits of the 1970s, who continue to have the league's worst record, 8-7. Paul Molitor, who plays for the Aces as a traveler, 1 for 2, a double, a stolen base, and 2 walks. And in 16 innings, it was the Explorers 3-2 over the Spitfires at Dodger Stadium. Gabby Hartnett had the best game. It was McDowell over Trout. I think that was Dizzy Trout. We'll show you the elongated box score there. The Spitfires actually scored a run in the 16th, but the Explorers got 2 in the 16th to win the game. Dave McAnally was the MVP in that because, why? He went 10 2/3 innings, only gave up 5 hits, pitched 138 pitches. Newhouser went 11 innings and went 146 pitches. So both starting pitchers, the managers got their money's worth in that long 16-inning game. And we do not do, well, we do basic baseball rules. We use the DH, but we do not do the lightning round extra innings that you see these days. So let's go through the standings. It's the Futurists at 58-41, now 7 clear of the Sultans, 11 in front of the Stars, 14 in front of the Ironmen and Spitfires, and 20 ahead of the Spirits. The Wings at 57-42, now 3 ahead of the Aces, 5 in front of the Pioneers. That's still a very tight division with the Deadballers at 6 back, the Niners and Explorers at 8 back, and they are both 1 game behind 500. So a very, very tight A group. Bill Dickey, as we were saying in the telecast, 344. He's leading all batters, eligible batters. Plays for the Ironmen. Walter Johnson, 175. He's still way ahead of everybody in terms of era. Babe Ruth of the Sultans, 32 home runs. Grover Cleveland Alexander at 14 wins, 1 ahead of Fergie Jenkins and Amos Russi. Ruth is now ahead in RBIs at 88 over Stan Musial. Mariano Rivera still has 14 saves to lead everybody. Not a saves league, not a really relief pitching league. You see a lot of guys go to distance with the DH rule. Hugh Duffy, 39 stolen bases. Roger Clemens still in front of Bob Feller with 140 Ks. Roof has the best OPS at 1.131, and Randy Johnson for most of the season was the only man to have a whip under 1. Well, now it is at 1. The Ironmen have the best hitting team at 289, way ahead of the Sultans by 10 points. The Pioneers at 367 are your best pitchers, and the Stars just ahead of the Futurists and Spitfires in team pitching. Team fielding, I should say. Well, that does it, folks. It has been another episode of the Time Travel League of Baseball. Our next stop will be July 28th. Don't know what game I'll be doing, but we'll think of it and we'll mention it in our other broadcasts. Stay tuned tomorrow for NCAA Basketball 75-76, Marquette at South Carolina. And then on Memorial Day, we'll be doing one of the 5 championship games. We'll be giving you we're going to make it 48 teams. We've heard word from the NCAA. They're going to add 4 more teams to the NC2A tournament. It's going to be 48 teams making the field. And we will know who those teams are at the end of Monday's telecast. And we have Retro Championship Wrestling for you on Friday. That's it. Be there or be cursed. This has been Big Paulie coming to you, wishing you well. Godspeed, God bless. We'll do it again soon. Bye bye for now, everybody.